Hey, my name is Nick Bear Brown. OpenAI asked me to talk about the educational AI we do here at Northeastern, plus my nonprofit Humanitarians AI. I'm a professor of engineering at Northeastern. What OpenAI asked me to talk about is what we teach, but we have hundreds of AI projects. So I'm just going to do a show and tell for a couple, not hundreds. But this is why I made this web page here. I'm going to quickly go over what we built, mostly just show and tell. For the how we built it, I made this web page here. So you can come to this web page. We have other tutorials. We have GitHub. We have a nonprofit Humanitarians AI that can help you build it. But this focuses on what we build. We build a lot of things, and we do it by doing it with AI. You basically build it and see what happens. So we're going to talk about some agentic AI systems we built. We're going to talk a little bit about an AI fluency framework called BotSpeak that we have. We're going to talk about some things we've done for Northeastern, just the hodgepodge of educational tools that we built. We have a wonderful project called Lyrical Literacy, which is using AI to create songs for people who learn in different ways because everybody's brain is different. We have a lot of people just building things for good causes because you learn by doing. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We have a computational skepticism framework. What this means is we have tools which automatically look and check and give evidence for whether something is true or not. It's a big deal. The AI is what it's returning right. We do a lot of the tutorials, including tutorials on how to do everything that I'm talking about here. And we do research and publications. I've done a ton of courses, so I won't go over them. Again, we have a Humanitarians AI, which is a nonprofit, which does this as well. We believe learning doesn't stop when you graduate. So until a recent graduate gets a great job, they continue learning and doing. Even a graduate who graduated 2 years ago, a year ago, there's AI courses which simply did not exist when they graduated 2 years ago. So they'll come back and upskill and learn, as will mid-career people with a Humanitarians AI. We also have a group, AI Skunkworks. We believe you should start building the first day you're on campus. Just build things, do things, learn by doing. And I've won a bunch of awards on this, so let's get going. I'm just going to do a show and tell, show some of our projects. We've created hundreds of custom GPTs. They're super easy to create, and they're really effective. What's beautiful about the custom GPTs is if you've ever worked in an educational institution, getting the money to fund anything is virtually impossible. It can take you a year to just get a little bit of money to fund something. But with the custom GPTs, all you have to do is create them. If one person has a GPT Plus account, they can create a custom GPT for hundreds of students in the class. So it takes the custom GPTs are super simple to make. Basically, you give it prompts. And for all of these GPTs here, we put all of the actual exact prompts that we use. So these are the prompts using Ada. So this is Ada, an introductory calculus bot that's used by Abby Williams in her class. All of these bots I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to talk about three. We have hundreds of them. I'm going to talk about Newt, which is a physics bot. Introductory physics bot that's used here at Northeastern for the introductory physics classes with Shri and Tom Kelly. Grace, which is for my Coursera algorithms course. After using Grace in my Coursera algorithms course, I just don't have people come to office hours anymore. Everything gets answered through the bot. I mean, the first week, maybe a couple people come, but after that, people are just using the chat bot to answer everything. And we can see that from the usage statistics and from, the fact that people stop coming to office hours. And Ada is for introductory calculus. So here are the prompts, super easy. It takes about half an hour to make these things. We have some data uploaded. Abby has taken over writing this bot. So basically, we wrote this, Dev Shaw and I wrote this initially. And then it took maybe an hour to write the bot. Students love it. We've put some surveys on these. They average around 4.8 out of 5 for all three bots. And what's nice about it is Abby told me that one of the students came up to her who had math there. She was afraid to ask Abby questions because she would feel stupid, but she uses the bot. Okay, so let's try Ada with a handwritten problem. I'm told by Abby that often in calculus, people write equations on pieces of paper and then upload, what they take from their camera. Because math is sometimes hard to write in a proper way. We don't know LaTeX or other things. So let's go ahead and try that. So we're going to upload just a little handwritten. So this may or may not be right. And we're going to ask Ada to check it. What every teacher wants is they want scaffolding. They don't want the answer to be spit out. They want, if it's right, why is it right? If it's wrong, why it's wrong? And what's also beautiful about this is tone. Abby's very friendly, and so she took over prompting it. She wants it to be encouraging, even when you get things wrong. What you did right, what you did wrong. So this has this, this is not correct, but you got this part right. So good job on getting this part right. But you made a sort of a trivial little error here, and it would be correct only if you made this change. This is very much happening. It's very much the tone of, yeah, you got it partly, not you are wrong, but you're sort of right, but you made a mistake here. And so not only is it very useful, these tools, but it even has the sort of a tone of Abby in the GPT, where it's encouraging and friendly, even when you make a mistake. So that's it for this. And we'll go on to the next show and tell. More show and tell. We use language models to write first drafts of books. This is an extensive book. This is working with Shri and Evan. And Shri is a distinguished professor of physics here at nanomedicine at Northeastern. And for his CanCure program teaches cancer medicine and nanomedicine to people all around the world, even very sort of places where it's really hard to access books and things like that. So Evan primarily is leading this project. We wrote a lot of tools to help write this book with prompts to get a first draft. And then once we have a draft of a book like this is huge. I don't think this book gets written if it's not for AI helping us write this book. It's a very extensive book. And just getting a first draft of this book is taking a few months using the AI tools. But it's an important book, I think. And the language models help us write drafts of chapters. Further, the Popper program, what it's doing is each one of these chapters has hundreds of assertions. Where did you get evidence for this? Where do you have evidence for this? Where do you have evidence for this? And so we also have tools which go search the web, use the language models to help us, things like the GPT-4o model, to gather what is the evidence for, this being a tumor suppressor? What is the evidence for that? And automate that whole process. I don't think a book like this gets written not without the help of AI. It'll take us months to write this. It's an extensive book. This could take a decade easily to write pre-AI. In order to actually view the book, just reading the table of contents is a short. We've also created Madavi, which is an intelligent textbook. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to log in, tell who you are. It'll present the book to you according to who you are. So if you are a physician, it might lead you in the book in a different path than you would be if you're a high school student wanting to learn about cancer or cancer medicine. But I don't think this book gets written if it's not for the help of tools like ChatGPT and other language models. Okay, my timer says I'm out of time, which kind of makes me want to cry because we have so many more things to show you related to what we do with AI. We have Day Alpha, which is we're doing a lot of stuff with protein prediction and agents for doing computational biology and acting as research labs. We have Popper, which is computational skepticism, which is automated tools to verify whether AI is right or not. We have Madison, which are some extended reinforcement learning engines, which extend a standard reinforcement learning model to angenic AI with branding and marketing. We have Raman effect, which is agents to wastewater, Sears, Raman spectroscopy for public health, but I'm out of time. So I'll just leave you with do it. If you want to do AI, just do it. Humanitarians AI here will help you do it. Everything I've talked about, we have on the website, YouTube, and GitHub for code. Just do it.